Okay, we're out detecting in a beautiful area, and here comes a little ninja, the Saxon Viking Knight metal detectorist. Okay, we're out today, the Cambridge detectorists, and I've had I've had a button and a thimble, 10 pence and a pound coin, and Nicholas has had, what have you had?
Loads of tin foil and a 1 pence coin.
A 1 pence coin, what's that one?
A Roman coin.
And he's just had a little Roman coin. Let's have a look. Well done. Have a look. Can you see a pattern on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see 2 figures.
Lovely. Well done, Nicholas. Good man.
Should I go and tell Mark?
Okay, with the XP DAS 2 and the control unit, I've just done a little video just now, but because I didn't have the coil with me, the display on this kept trying to flick it and looking for the coil. So every time I tried going through the settings, it kept flicking over looking for a coil that wasn't there because it was in the other room and it couldn't detect it. So I've had to bring the machine into the same room with me so we can use this. So again, here's your press and hold on button, which we all know that anyway. But I've got a few friends that they're older and they get confused. They know how to switch it on, but that's about it. So the light on the coil's just coming on. That's pulsating away lovely. And now, using that center button, I'm going to go that one, because normally headphones is this one, that one there, and you can hear the machine talking now. Okay, so we've got that. So now we're looking for, well, you can see it there, this is my Roman program. Okay, and that's based on the sensitive full tones number 3, with the settings changed. So let's see what I've done, and I've got different settings for this, and the reason I've got the different settings is sometimes I want to knock out noise and sometimes I don't. So I'm going to talk you through it, and then you can adjust your machine to different sites, or you can make different slots and save them on your unit. So first things first, desk push select 25 discrimination. Okay, that's if you want to try and knock out most of the eye and everything else. 25, I wouldn't go any higher than that. 25 is a good number. And then also I'd knock that right the way down, and you'd do that with the minus key just there. If you want to take that lower down, just press and hold to your desired, and normally that'd be something like 6.8, 8.6. It's entirely up to you how you do it. Okay, but for this purpose at the moment, there's a lot of people complaining about the iron. So what I want to do is find out how to get the program to work just as well, and so we're going to take that discrimination up to 25. I won't take it any higher than that, but that's just to show you. Now, pushing the left hand button there, I'm using 5 tones, and then if I go expert again, that's just on the presets. They're the same. So come back, reset it there, come back there, 25, go to the middle button, scroll down, and I still the response. No, sensitivity 94. I'm looking at the screen through a screen, so it makes it quite hard. 94. I wouldn't take it any higher than that, and the reason for that, early days I did, but it makes the machine really chattery, and it didn't make any difference on depth. When I done the depth testing and I buried the targets and I upped the sensitivity, apart from a lot of noise from the controller, it made no difference to the depth. So the main difference to the depth, and we'll talk about that in a second, was the reactivity. So again, scroll down again. Again, when I had the coil in the other room, because it couldn't detect the coil, it wouldn't show the kilohertz, and I used 40. Okay. On that again, iron volume, I put it at 8. Sometimes I put that on 0, but normally I have it on 8. And the reactivity, there's the big one that makes a difference in the depth. 1.5 is what I'm running most of the time on my soil conditions, but I will drop that down to 1 and 0, but then I've got to slow my sweep speed down really slow. So remember, if you're going to lower this reactivity, you've got to slow the sweep speed down. It's no good swinging really fast. The higher the reactivity, the faster you can swing the coil, but the lower the reactivity, the slower you're going to swing. And I find this suits my detecting needs at 1.5, and I'm getting the depth as well compared to other the presets and some other custom programs out there. I'm getting good depth with this, and it's which I proved on the videos and tested by others as well. Okay, audio response. I'm pretty sure that's audio response. Yeah, 4. Why? Yeah, people say up the audio response and you can hear those faint signals. The problem is that by doing that, all your signals are loud, every single one of them, and so it's just noise, just loads of noise. Now, if you're on a quiet field and not a lot's coming out, there's not a lot of trash in there, then yeah, up that audio response and trying to hear every single target. But if you're getting lots of targets, all you're doing is saturating it, so you're defeating the object. Again, we're back down to the discrimination. There's one thing I want to check on there, which I didn't go through, which is that 94 kilohertz. Yeah, you know how to change that. And the frequency shift at the moment is on 5. Just for those people who want to know what the frequency shift is. Reactivity, audio response. Right, we've gone through that. Okay, we're going to go back to the main screen, which is there. Now we're going to go back. Get that selected. And it wants me to grab the coil. I don't want to grab it yet. Okay, so options there. Left down button, audio response, audio, sorry, not audio response, audio. So from there you can select what audio you want. Top button, that brings it back. That one's to select, and then you can scroll down to what you want, or your plus and minus key. Settings. So we're going to settings there. We're going to go select. You've got display. I'll look at this as well. Clock. I've never set the clock up on this, to be fair. And whether you want the XY screen or large numbers or PLN. Okay, let's go back out of there, back out of settings. So I'm back on the settings again. Just come out of there, scroll down. I might edit some of this just so that I programs. Okay, let's go there. For some of you who don't understand about the programs, so let's make it easier for you. Push that button there, and then you're going to scroll down with this center button to you get what you want. So that one there is now programs. So I want to make sure, because it's getting dark in here and I haven't got the light on. So what we want to do there is we want to accept it. It's that top left hand button. What it'll ask you to do is confirm it, select it. So you've got me, that's the back button, that's your select button, that's scroll down to put it into a different slot. Okay, well I don't want to put it into a different slot because I've already got it there. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't need to save it now, let's go back out. My silencer is on 0. Let me just see if I can get into there. 94. I don't update it, that's for sure. One day I'll set my clock up. What is the time? 8:15. In the evening. The FE TID, I think it's TID on there. I've got that switched off. So again, when you go to select on that right hand side there, just making sure. When you go select on that right hand side there, just scroll through the menu with the middle button, that'll come up, and again, plus or minus button, on or off. Doesn't matter which one you press, it still works. It's only 2 settings, on, off. I normally have one off. Okay, go back to that middle one. Tones, but I don't want the tones now, so I'm going to come back out of this, come back out of that, job done. I've got an arrow on my screen, it probably will show an arrow on my screen. one other thing, when you're going to use the machine, people do forget. Press, long press, release, noise cancel. Do that with the coil in the air rather than it sitting on the ground. I've done it sitting on the ground, but when you do yours, do it pointing in the air and away from any metals or sources where it gets interference. Okay, and I don't ground balance. I found that when I ground balance, it makes the machine more unstable, and I'm using 4.0. Yeah, long press the left hand button, and that's off. Okay, we've got another target. Let's go see where's it in.
This cord.
I'll put it in there. I need to coil then. Just dug it out of there, just filling that in. You should get some new gloves.
So this one. It's getting smaller. So this one.
I should have done it that way actually.
It's in this one.
Okay.
Ah, I found it.
What is it?
This. It's an artifact.
What is it?
There's a hole in the bottom, and
Yeah.
then these two teeth on the top.
Let's have a look. And there you go. There you go.
Should we show them what we found if they haven't watched that?